Hi there, I'm just wanting to do a little video. I want to start off by talking about AI. Television, smart grid, it's all connected. Now, also I want to add that, I talk about my awakening and having age 24, 31 now. And ever since then, relentless information, anyone can access it. It's all within your heart space, you see. You authentically look at all things as you. So whenever there's a problem, you see it as yourself, because that's what it is. When we release a problem or we feel frustrated, that's basically an unhealed part of ourselves that we're feeling. So pay attention to your reflections. That's how you ascend. And that's how you access this thing. I'm accessing the tiny space in your heart. But going back to television, artificial intelligence, smart grid. See, the name of the game for the system that I've been shown this awakening is counterintelligence. I didn't know it was called counterintelligence before. I used to explain it in a different way, but then I worked out it's called counterintelligence so other people know about it. But, I'm not being arrogant or anything like that, because I'm obviously not that way. If I'm awakened, I'm not going to be like, like that. But, regarding this information about counterintelligence, just because I'm in tune with this creator consciousness, you see. And I don't know nothing, I don't know anything, that's why I'm trying to say I'm not arrogant, because I know nothing within an infinity of knowledge. That's what you're dealing with, infinity. But, the television and AI, what I was wanting to talk about, smart grid, that, it's not to help you. These things aren't to help you. It's to basically program you, because the system, like I say, you can... scientists, even mainstream science says that they call it mass matter, I call it infinity. They say that our bodies only pick up a tiny amount, a tiny fraction of the mass matter they call it. I call it infinity. So of course there's infinite life going on in this space, but just in different dimensions. See, in this very space there's infinite dimensions going on, in this space. This has been proven scientifically as well. So the system is beings. We've all seen demonic films. Well, it's beings that are doing this, and they feed off the humans. Life force energy when it's upset, when it's freaking out. And that's what they feed off. This is why you see demonic films and then you see the people freaking out and then demon in the film gets stronger. That's because they're feeding it their emotions. And, obviously, there's awakenings changing this. Because it's changing the conscious, and these things can't exist in that kind of vibration, you see. This is why when I was asleep, I believed I was being attacked by demons and all sorts. And now, I haven't had any nightmares or any bad experiences when I'm sleeping for years, or anything bad. So, and there was lots of bad things happening before. This is because the way I look at things all day, I look at everything as my guide now. When you look at everything as your guide, nothing can hurt you, nothing. But regarding the smart grid, the television, artificial intelligence, it's all regarding counterintelligence. Artificial intelligence is basically counterintelligence. They're using these things, basically, the smart grid and all your phones, your tablets, your iPads, whatever. I've got an iPad, I'm using one right now. But I'm very aware of what it's doing. It's all there to take information from people, because people share their information on social media, and that goes back to AI. AI then works up the next counterintelligence to play against you. So the whole game is for AI to come as your friend. But really, there's a system behind it. But the big problem is, the system doesn't understand that everything is divine consciousness. Even dark beings are just going through an experience. So that the awakening cannot be stopped. Because it's written in the stars, it's written by the divine consciousness. The divine consciousness is every street corner of infinity. That means it knows the best way for everyone. So when you realise this, you realise that everything is perfect. It can only be, if I know every street corner, then I know the best way for everybody. So the awakening cannot be stopped. And therefore, everything's awareness, you see. There's nothing that is dead. So if you create an AI robot, basically it's just got a body, a being, it's just a being. That everything's awareness. So everything will awaken. So I see this being like the Terminator movie. The only difference is the robot's turning against the system. And that'll be Judgment Day, like in that film, The Terminator. And the only difference is the machines will turn against the system, not the awakening, not the people. Because, like I say, the awakening cannot be stopped. You know, there was a thing called the Philadelphia Experiment, I watched a couple of years ago, and they made this big machine, and it turned on the people because they didn't know that everything was awareness. And they made this big machine that basically you could command into it something, and it was the horsepower of it was so powerful that it could manifest an object. Or if you said something, it would do it. And then the thing turned against them. Turned against them, not the people, but it turned against the system. Because that's what happens when you're trying to control things. When you're trying to control beings and awareness, that's what the system tries to do. It will turn like the people are turning now. And the awakening will not be nice because some people are going to turn nasty, you see. That's what I predict. And not people like me, because I'm obviously spiritually awakened. You know, but there's certain people that they believe that when they're watching the news in the morning, that it's the truth and that it's good for them. And that all this politics is real, when it's just to distract you from the real permanent government, you see. And that's why, you know, voting, you know, I don't vote at all because I know what it is. It's there just to distract you. And the stupid idiots run around like idiots, like little sheep, and just do everything the system's wanting. So, you know, but the awakening is changing everything. We're to turn everything to where it really is, which is infinite abundance. That's our natural state, you see. And this is why the awakening cannot be stopped, because the people, you know, deserve what they want. And when they realise that this can get them what they want, this can get infinite things that you don't even realise that is out there, infinite abundance, the people will go crazy for it. That's the thing, they'll go nuts for it. You know, so that's why the system is panicking, bringing in all the AI stuff and all. See, I pick up all the subliminal messages because I'm awakened. But even now I'm noticing that there's a lot more subliminal messages out there. And it's almost like obvious. Everywhere. On television, on YouTube. And this is a panic by the system because they realise what's going on. They've got to be more forceful. But yet they realise it's game over. That's what I think. I think they realise it's the end of the road. See, the people that run the system don't realise that they're being controlled by beings that they can't perceive. And they basically tap into your subconscious, and control you that way. This is what these kind of entities do. And you invite them by the way you think about things. This is how you create your own reality. You change that reality by how you respond to things. How you respond to things attracts the exact same vibration. So we created this mess by our awareness. So the awakening is raising the awareness and changing things. I'm noticing things change all the time. This is why CBD is available now. Because the awareness and the intelligence and the understanding of things is changing within everyone. Within even government, it's changing. Because some of them are realising things are naturally changing in society because things are changing with the awareness, with the energy of the awareness. And like I say, I said it earlier in the video that everything's within you. And I'll say it again, you always get this out of my videos that, you know, how you access this thing that I'm accessing. All that happened when I was awakening was just looking from a different angle, and you can do it too. You've just got to authentically look at all as you. Love oneness. Look at all as you authentically. Every time you have a problem, look at it's you. It's a reflection of you there to bring out an unhealed part. Whatever you have a problem with is your problem, and you're responsible for your life. But anyway, I'm just going to end it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Everything falls in divine order and divine timing. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.